So let me start with the chapter that is like yesterday we started with a new chapter known as data file handling. What is a file? A file is a collection of an element or collection of data which are being used for multiple simultaneous times or ಯಾವ permanent kind of data use ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, we call them as files. So what is the difference between data and file? Data are the temporary variables, means we use this data for only for temporary purpose, which means that I'm not going to use them in a permanent wise, it is used for a temporary wise, which is not been stored. We should have some certain formats to store our data. For that we use a concept called as files. In files, as you all know, we have discussed two types of things. One is one is input operation and output operation. So what is the input operation? If the data, what is the input operation? If the data flows from file to input stream. File to input stream. Such kind of data are known as input. Such kind of data are known as input operations, or it means that if a data flows from main memory, if a data flows from main memory to the program, such kind of data are known as input operations. If the data flows from program to the output source, then it means that it is a output data. So you have already seen the diagram where we take this is the program and we have an input stream where the data flows from input and then it returns the data from the input stream input and from the output stream. So what happens here? This is the C programming where if you need to take a input, then what happens from the input resource? It may be a file or your keyboard or any data which I am going to provide. That is been given from the input thing and it will register in your program. Here the all other works will be done. After that, these data are moved to output storage. This data are moved to output storage. Such kinds of information or such kinds of data are known as input operation and output operation. See here, when we use these files are mainly used for input and output data. Input and output data. As you all know, in yesterday's class, I have also explained a diagram where the data flow, how the data flows, right? So, if I speak about that now, so here, if you have a data, this is a data, this is a data. A data will be taken from an input IO stream or input stream for reading a data, which is used to read the data, read the data. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಡೇಟಾನ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ with the help of input stream, it may be anything. After that, this input stream provides the data to the program, provides the data to the program for manual calculations for different kinds of operations. After that, what happens? After that, it provides you the output. What happens here? This provides the input for data output. Then this data provides to the output stream to store the data. Output stream, output stream to store the data, then this output stream will write the data from to a file. What does it do? This output stream will write the data to the file, which means that while we call here from file, to from file to memory function. Memory function, which will deal with file to memory function, which means that from a memory you are going to access some of the data and you are going to store those data. So you are going to process that data and you will find the final solution. So such kind of things are known as file to memory transfer. Here what happens? Here from memory to file. From memory to file, which means that first you are going to store the data, and then you are going to write that data to the file. So there are two kinds of operations in the file. Once, if you are going to take out the data from the file, which means that you are going to read the data from the file. If you are going to take out the data from the file, then it means that we are going to write the data from the file. So in that there are two streams. One is input stream. A stream that supplies data or to a program is known as input stream. So what is the input stream? A stream that supplies data. ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಈ ಡೇಟಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ. Such kinds of data are known as input stream. In such kind of streams are known as input stream. Okay, if a program provides the data to the file, if the program provides the data or the result to the file, such kinds of streams are known as output stream, where stream refers as flow of byte. Flow of byte. This is what you learned yesterday. Yes, understood, guys? Understood. Okay. So now let us learn some of the hierarchies of the file system. Some of the hierarchies of the file system. Here, when we speak about the hierarchy, we get the first file, which means that, as I already said yesterday, you need to do input stream. If stream and off stream. Okay, so these streams are being derived from the main stream called as IOS. IOS means input output stream. Means the input stream and output stream is derived from the main stream known as input output stream. So what does this main stream input output stream do? The input output stream mainly the input output stream mainly concentrates on the different kinds of inputs which are being provided. What does it do? It concentrates on the different kinds of inputs which is being provided to you. Okay. So here this IOS stream will be derived for two concepts. One for if stream and off stream. Okay, it's stream and off stream. So even this will it is also derived for one more file, header file known as stdio stream. stdio stream dot stream dot h or stream dot h. Okay. So next, these both are again derived to form one more header file called as f3 dot h, which means that a file stream dot h contains both input operation files and output operation files. So after this, what does this fstream file contain? This fstream file contains all the data which are required for input and output operation on a file, which means that fstream IO stream with assignment, IO stream with assignment, IO stream with assignment, and S stream string for the given specific characters. String is being used for given specific characters. Okay. So next, the F stream is the base or is base derived from the basic iOS stream. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ derive ಆಗಿದೆ F stream? It is been derived from basic iOS stream, which means that F stream and off stream. Okay, so the class if stream is derived from if stream is derived from iOS and class off stream is derived from iOS stream itself. But when we speak of IO or F stream, it is been derived from both if stream and off stream, where we consist different kinds of operations. So what are the different kinds of operations which is done using this if stream R? The different kinds of operations is done using the if stream R. The first operation is F buffer, F buffer, or we call file buff, or it is also called as file buff. Okay, file buff function. So what does this file function do? A file function, it sets a buffer to read and write. What does it do? It set the buffer to read and write. The first operation is file buff, which means that it sets a buffer to read and write operations. Andre, now buffer and we call them as a memory. Okay, buffer means it is a temporary memory, or we can call that as a memory also. So what does it do? This FF stream will help you to keep note on a memory pointer. ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಬಫರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಫರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ both for input and output. The next one is file stream base, means F stream base, F stream base. Okay. So what does this F stream do? The F stream class, this F stream class facilitates to the file operation and consists open and close member function based on if stream, off stream and F stream. What does F stream base consist of? It consists of different classes called as open and close based on if stream class and off stream and if stream off stream and F stream class. Okay, so ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ here the file f stream dot f stream consists of both open and close member function based on its base class. ಏನರ ಮೇಲೆ parent class ಮೇಲೆ base ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು we will concentrate on the given function. Such kinds of operations are used in f stream base class. Understood? So the next operation is if stream. The next operation is if stream. Next operation is if stream. If stream function. The first one is a file buff. The second one is f stream base. So file buffer ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? It consists of buffer pointer on read and write operation. It consists of buffer point on read and write operation. F stream dot h. Next, this F stream base ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ it consists of member functions of open and close member function based on the parent class if stream, off stream and F stream classes. Next, the if stream classes. This stream class is to read a file. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ stream this stream use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? Used to read. Read a file. Used to read a file for a input. So ಏನಕ್ಕೆ if stream ನ use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? We are going to use this if stream class to read a file for a input operation. This has different kinds of functions. What are those? This has different kinds of functions. Those are those are get get function, get member function, get line line member function, okay, get line function, read member function, read member functions, and so on. So get line and read. Read is used to input the data, input the operations from the file. Get is used for input characters from string operations, and get line is to input whole lines from the character. This you have learned in your first PUC string operations. Clear? Next, the off stream. What does the off stream do? So the off stream always write write the data to the file. So what does the offstream do? The offstream will help to write the data to the file. So understood what is offstream? So offstream, this stream class is used to write the data on the file. It is provided with the different kinds of operations. There are different kinds of operations used in offstream. Those are, first one is put, write, put, write, put and write function. So put and write function, it is being used to write a data into a file. So let us learn in depth what are those put and get functions, get line functions, and so on. So just understand the different types of classes which are being used from the given fstream.h function. Clear? So file stream operation, classes of file stream operations. So the first one is fbuffer, second one is fstream base, if stream, off stream, and the last one is fstream class. So last one is fstream. So what does this class do? This class contains both read and write operation. So what does this consist of? This consists of both fstream class, if stream class, and off stream class, which means that this stream class has both read and write from the file or to the file operations, which supports the stimulation on input operation. It inherits all the functions of if stream or off stream classes, I stream and off stream classes through the main derived class called as off stream and if stream. Understood? So ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ classes ಇದೆ? We have 5 different classes. One is file buff, which holds the memory location of the file. The next one is fstream base, which means that it holds the open and close member function based on the different parent class. Next, if stream consists of input operations, off stream consists of output operations, and last F stream consists of both input and output operations. So this is about the classes based on the file. Now when we speak about the files, we have two different kinds of files. The first one is text file. Text file, and the second one is binary file. Binary file. So you all know what does the system understand? System ge ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ? You know that. What does system understand? So always system understands the language known as 0 or 1, which means that it is a machine level language, right? Machine level language. So the machine level language is being written in the system, or it is been converted in the form of ASCII values, which means that American Standard Code for Information and Interchange. So this text file will have this file consists of the data which is written in ASCII values. Okay. This text file is one of the far most important file, or this text file is one of the far most important file. Why? Because here all the English line statements or higher level languages will be converted with the help of ASCII values and will be stored in the file. So what does this do? Here the file is used to store the data and information permanently. As you all know, why a file is being used? A file is being used to store the data or information permanently. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಫೈಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ನಾವು ಆ ಫೈಲ್ ನ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. For permanent purpose, we use this file to store the data for permanent purpose. Okay, so when we see to use these files, we have two types. One is text file and binary file. So what does this text file and binary file do? A text file always stores the information in ASCII characters. So what does it do? A higher level language will be converted and it will be stored in the form of ASCII values. Okay, here we have end of file function. What does we have? We have EOF, means end of file. End of file function. Here EOF for end of file functions. The next one is here the special characters. What does the special character do? The special characters always stores the data with the help of end of file characters, which means that we know where the character gets stopped or where the character will end. Okay, when this end of file character is read or written, the internal transaction takes place. Once this end of file character, the slash n known, slash t known, if we notices this, right, it means that this says here my reading ends, and we need to start performance. So this is how we speak about the text file. So what is the text file? A file which stores the information in the ASCII values, or ASCII which uses the ASCII values to store the information is known as text file. Then what is a binary file? The binary file always stores the data in 0 or 1 fashion. What does the binary file do? The binary file always stores the data in 0 or 1 format. The next, here you don't find any, no, it doesn't have any end of file character. Any end of file character. The third one. Okay. Third one. In a binary file, there is no determinants or end of file lines, and the no transition occurs. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಮಿಡಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, there is no transition. Say for example, for a high level language to be converted into a machine level language, at that time we require any kinds of converter or a middleman to convert a high level language into machine level language. But when we are going to speak about this, we does not require any kind of transactions. A machine directly works, or a machine directly runs on this program. one advantage of the binary file, it runs the data very fast, but text file takes time. So this is the difference between binary file and text file. So what is the difference between binary file? What is a binary file? A binary file is a file which stores the data in the form of binary values, which is machine level language. The text file which stores the data with the help of ASCII values. Understood what is text file and binary file? Guys, yeah. The next is opening a file. So whenever we need to perform any kind of operation, then we require to open the file. So to open a file, we have two types of operations. The first one, open a file. Okay, open a file. So the first operation is we can use open a file. We can open a file using a constructor. Using constructor. Okay, using constructor. The second one we can open using open member function. So there are two types where we can open a data or where we can open the file. So we can open a file based on two types. One is open a file using a constructor and open a file using open member function. So there are two types of member functions. Okay, one is we can open a file using so now let us learn different kinds of operations which are performed through the open and open constructor using a open member function and the closed member function. Sorry, open using a constructor. So when we use this open using a constructor, we can use the classes called as if string or off string or f string. So how we can open a file using a open constructor? Okay, now check out first. So to do that, what you should have? You should have the class name, class, class name followed by object name with parameters of class name, object name with parameters. Class name, object name with parameters, which means that, say for example, if I say offstring, like offstring, offstring followed by of underscore object of string followed by of underscore object or see out again. Check properly here out. How do I use of string followed by of object with inside the bracket which type of file ex dot txt txt. This is how you can use the off-stream class. This is how you can use the off-stream class. Understood? So this is whenever you are going to do off-stream, this is used only for output. Output only. So whenever you are going to do the off-string class, which means that you are going to use them only for output only, which means that you can only write the data. You can only write the data. Other than that, you can't do anything. Next, when I can use how I can use this file to read a data, which means that you should use if string if string followed by if object object inside this txt text text dot txt. Okay, this is how you can read a data, which means that your string class is being used to take input only. This is being used to take input only. So understood? So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ? So here, check out here. Offstream object is an object, or OF object is an object of class offstream, and we have a file known as. So we have a file known as txt.data. txt.txt means it is a file. text.txt ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಫೈಲ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಂತದ್ದು this says. So this is how it is done using a constructor. So whenever I am going to use the file, how I should do that? Whenever I use the member function, how I should do that? So what does this mean? First, you should create the object for the class. Say for example, if you have the if you are going to do the output function, what do you do? Offstream OFS. Offstream OFS. Andre offstream is the class. And OFS is the object of the class offstream. So OFS dot open of RESULT dot result dot DAT. Result dot DAT. Or you can also say OFS dot open of data 1. This also is possible. Both the type also it is possible. So both the type also it is possible whenever you are going to use the open member function. So whenever you are going to use the member function, first you should create a class, then you should append the open member function using the dot operator. So whenever you are going to input the data or input a file, so one function means how you are going to do if stream string ifs. Ifs is the object of class if string if string. So ifs dot open of result, or also you can write as if ifs dot open of data 1 dot dat. So this is how you are going to open. This is used for output and this is used for input. So there are two types of outputs. There are many things, like three kinds of things. So, but here we use the open member function. It is been used to open a file using a open member function. So whenever you are going to use the file using a open member function, you should always notice that you should going to create a class create an object for that class. Using that object you are going to using that object you are going to append the member function to the file. So this is how you can use for input stream and output stream. Okay, but whenever you are going to use the f stream, so whenever you are going to do the f stream, then how we can do? So to create a f stream, it is very easy. Okay, like here f stream f stream with f stream object followed by file name mode. So here mode is extra, and we have different kinds of modes. Let us learn in tomorrow class what are different kinds of modes. So here mode is extra. So how you can use that? So like for example, F F3 FSI open bracket with the bracket T1 dot txt right. So which means that this file is being accessed by the system. Which means that this file is being accessed by the system for the write operation. Means it is used only for write data. So if you need to read, means you have to change the mode to read. So read means it's going to read or take a input. So write ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ take a output ಅಂದ್ರೆ file ಗೆ write ಮಾಡಿ. You are going to write the data to the file. But when I speak about read, which means that you are going to access the input to the file. So this is the different kinds of operations or how we can open a file in two types. One is for open member function and using a open member function and open constructors. So this is how we can work on the different functions. So the last concept for today is different types of modes to open a file. So the last concept for today is different types of modes for used to open a file. Okay. So there are many types. So let us come from one by one. So modes and string. The next last concept for today is modes and its string. File, mode and string. So the first one is iOS. It is the main class or a derived main class or a parent class. From that we are going to operate means append. So which means that here if you have two files, which means that if you have two files, what you are going to do? You are going to combine two files and join into a single file using the iOS colon app. Means app means here append, where you are going to append end of file. Even this will help us to append means we are going to help us to put end of file operator, and also this mode will help us to combine two files also. So first is here we can use to append a file. So what type of stream it is? So whenever you are going to use this append, this will be in a composition of stream. Position of stream. It will be in a position of stream. The next one is iOS in. The next one is iOS in. Okay. So what does it do? Oh, here the meaning of this iOS in is it is being used to open a file in read mode. It is used to open a file in read mode, which means that the stream is if stream. Read mode, which means the stream is if stream. The next one is iOS out. iOS out means it is the stream of offstream class. It is the stream of offstream class, which means that here the file is been opened. Here the file is been opened only to write mode. Here file is been opened to read mode. Here the file is been used to write mode. The next one is 8. 8 is iOS ATE. What does it do means here this file will update and move the data. If you have any updation or if you have need to change any value, at that time what you do? You are going to take a mode called as A, which means that it will update the data and move further. So this is the class of if string, or it is the function of if string. The last one is the next one is iOS colon no replace. iOS colon no replace, which means that it turns down the opening file. It will say S if there is any file opened in the same name. It says true if there is any file opened in the same name. So this is the class of offstring. This is the function of offstring. So the next one is iOS no create. iOS no create. So this is the function of class offstring class. So what does it do here is here this will tell this will tell whether the file is present or not. By this mode, what we will know here, this file tells whether the given file is present or not. Say for the example, I want to tell a file as text.txt. This will say whether this file is present or not. The last one, iOS no replace says whether the file is being opened, existing file is being opened or not. This will say whether the file is present or not. So the last one is iOS trunk. iOS trunk. So this is the class of offstring. This is the class of offstring. So what does it do? The trunk means when a file is opened, the old contents are immediately removed. So when a file is opened, then the old contents are immediately removed ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫೈಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. The previous contents which is not used or is not allocated or disallocated, those functions will be turned off. So these are the different kinds of modes. So these are the different kinds of modes which is been present in the file operations. So hope you understood about this.